And they're going to be looking to be pretty dominant in the laning, at least in the side lanes, once again. Having that Braum there to block a lot of the attempts at thresh hooks or arrows that could come through on the Pilot. Pilot also with a lot of mobility. They at least had the Bard ultimate to engage. They really have nothing. They have basically flash ults.
Yep.
It's like flash Malzahar ult, or flash Root from Ryze, or flash Braum ult.
Oh, well, here comes Winged. Just waiting in that brush. Chani's going to take a bunch of damage. Collateral damage goes out. That's going to be first blood. You know, it should really be a Tommy gun. That's more of the Mafia weapon. You can see the Trace going in, gets that Nether Grasp. But he's gonna answer with the Equalizer as that big Flame Spitter answering it. Flash away from the Malzahar. So
I demand more realistic weaponry for Graves. Ooh, sneaky.
Oh, well, Harpoon's not going to connect. Big Flame Spitter still there, but that's going to be a teleport coming through from Kuzan. And Someday going to push forward. Flashes over the wall. Trace can't follow. Looks like actually Someday will get out of this one alive. Lamb's Respite's there from Score. Collateral damage actually doesn't connect, but Kuzan just flashes in, kills it with the Root Prison. Wow.
I'm impressed that he dodged the collateral damage at the end of that. It's very easy for a Thunderlord's Grave to finish off a Rumble.
Oh, Jay. They go all in on him, but he just pops and flashes out. Someday going to get rooted yet again. Silence comes through, and Winged will finish him off for the kill. And JinAir looking like they might be able to close out this game very cleanly.
Well, that's the issue with picking the Rumble into this matchup, and they obviously wanted it, or at least knew it was a possibility. It's creative. I'll give them that.
Well, KT manages to take a turn in the top, but one will be answered in the bot. Meanwhile, Fly getting engaged on, throws down the Hemoplague onto Kuzan. Will get a bit of a HP return, flashes away. Collateral damage will do a little bit of damage to him, but still going to be both summoners down on that Vlad.
This Proto Belt first Rumble, they think they're going to do is, I guess, make picks like this.
They're going to try to go for Jay. They know that his flash is down. Throws in the Glacial Fissure, will pop up Score. Pilot getting exhausted and played back in. The arrow going to go wide, but doesn't really matter. Someday arrives with that little Proto Belt flourish. They take out one. Jake's still alive on the backside. Trace has arrived with his teleport, and Wings here.
Equalizer's already down, and Fly is low.
Well, Fly goes into the Sacred Pool, trying to slow up the Malzahar, who does have the ultimate, drops it on the Fly, but can't keep channeling. And Shani, looking like he might go down. The Lamb's Respite is there to keep him alive. Kuzan pushing forward, and now they could try to pinch down onto KT. Winged is still above them, but with him being chunked out, they're just going to opt to go ahead and back off. So they lose the AD carry.
Rioting populace. They restore order in the most brutal fashion imaginable.
Oh well, Shani gonna take a bunch of damage. Actually gets popped immediately. The block's not gonna do a whole lot. Score has to flash up, but the Culling's gonna finish him off on the backside. Fly going low now. Somebody arriving, has that Flame Spitter going, looking for the double kill. Fly will be able to follow up, take out the Lucian. Someday finishing off Malzahar. JinAir.
A similar style of burst composition. They're trying to turn it around, Pilot. His dash is right out of that, but Someday is here.
Yeah, there's going to be a play. They choke off that point there with the Equalizer. Johnny's going to take a bit of damage, but Arrow finds the kill onto Winged. Nice pathing there from Someday's. He's going to, okay, he's going to throw that one out. Trace flashes, but still gets caught by the arrow. The hook's not going to connect, but it doesn't matter. Flies there with a Hemoplague, takes him down. Winged going to get that pop with the Hex Trigger, the Ball of Malmortius rather. Will eat the brunt of that one, so he stays alive, but not with Twitch.
Yeah, nobody's ever done that before, so we're innovators.
We're just setting the stage. Someday gonna get popped up by the Glacial Fissure, but he goes right back in with the Proto Belt, has that big Flame Spitter, flashes away, still gets taken down by Winged, who finishes him off with the collateral damage. JinAir might just be happy with that pickup. Not sure if they can push in much more into this mid side. Have those waves building up in bot and top have to answer those, so it looks like they're going to take that free little pick and the Summoner spell from Someday and go ahead and back off.
Well, they managed to burn through the QSS, the Proto Belt.
Well, Luzon's there to back him up. Hemoplague ticking onto Wings. Fly just trying to get in the range, but the W, the Rune Prison there from Kuzan, just keeping him out. So he can't find him. And Shani going to get jumped on. Pilot flashes in, trying to find the kill. Hook comes through, doesn't matter. Pilot with one last little shot takes down the Thresh.
Did stop the Baron, though, so at least he's got that going for him someday.
Grace does have the TP.
If they let this go through, they're going to be in a world of hurt.
They have several good wards on the backside of the Dragon Pit that they can go to, but it's actually just going to be very cleanly taken by KT. Trace comes in not on a flank ward, just comes in straight in with the team, and they're not going to be able to do much else other than maybe defend this tier 1, but they're still barely Empowered minions pushing forward here from the side of KT.
I mean, somebody didn't even pull the trigger right there. He just let it go through. They're going to catch
Fly,
Fly, though.
It's going to be the Glacial Fisher coming out. He gets locked up, goes straight to the Sanguine Bull, but is it enough to keep him alive? Night ticking, looking like it might be. Score goes over the wall, finds a kill onto Wing. Big chunk of JinAir's damage, now dead. Pilot on the backside, can't really stick forward. He's gotten chunked out, the calling's down, so this will be the tier 1 going down in favor of KT Rolster. And looks like they're going to set their sights on this tier 2 to follow.
Yeah, Someday coming in with a TP, but Fly, they couldn't burst him down, just barely not enough. He gets out of the suppression from the Malzahar, pops the Hemo Plague, and then goes into the pool to wait out the healing immediately thereafter.
They just keep going, it looks like they do. Yeah, this turret's being made very quick work of. Have that double mountain with the Infernal. Burn through it, aren't able to get the inhibitor, but still going to be really
pretty big differences.
Well, no Baron buff left here for the side of KT. Hook lands onto Kuzan, cleanses it off of the QSS. They can't continue in. They won't get much damage onto that tower either, as the culling does get used by Pilot to clear out the wave. Fly just sticking around.
He's happy just to heal up these
voidlings. I'll kill your pink ward. You just keep giving me more things to sap the life out of.
There we go. Voidlings forever. Kuzan actually stopped right there.
Yep, that's going to be the equalizer coming down. Nice 3-man Hemo Plague. Fly already taking out Jay, and JinAir is going to have to head for the hills, backing off into the base. KT don't have much of a wave here, so it would be a long haul if they want to stick around and try to chunk out this tower. Looks like they might be inclined to do so, or they can just rotate down to this mid.
Yeah, I think you take the mid.
Very much open.
You see everybody walk out. You get to walk into a choke point for free here on the mid lane. Rumble's going to push up the minion wave, but lots of free auto attacks. Nothing they can do. Again, no engage besides that.
Root on the fly, but
easy to get out of.
There's a lantern. Take him to safety.
They're 5v5 or in a split push and hope to win.
Oh.
Especially against double TP, but you can do this.
Oh, well, they're going to try to get onto Kuzan. Does have that TP, might have to just blow that to try to exit.
Nope.
Oh, well, they interrupt that, but the TP is going to be answered by Trace as he arrives. Meanwhile, Fly, way down here against Jay, and Pilot's going to flash over the wall, try to get out of here. Jay's going to follow, dash through by Pilot. He's exhausted. Uses that Proto Belt. Meanwhile, up top, Trace getting jumped on. He will get popped. Arrow finds the kill, and Fly actually made it out alive with a ghost. Wow, that's pretty devastating for JinAir.
Well, unlikely you're going to catch a double summoner spell Vladimir with his ultimate up, considering the amount of healing and speed that he can get. But they also canceled the TP out. Just a bit of a mixed call from JinAir because they looked like they wanted to TP the Rise out. And then they Trace TP'd in.
Wow, huge amount of damage though coming in from Wink. It's right on the Lamb's respite though for Someday, keeping him alive. Doesn't have that equalizer, so just has to back off. Can't offer much else for this fight. Arrow having to use both of his summoners, and Johnny as well. So just that revisit there and the burst.
Not trying to get the Baron right now. They're trying to play the split push game for as long as they can.
Oh, well, Kuzan is actually going to pop the ultimate. Somebody answers with the equalizer. Takes a punch from this Rise. My God, just gets worked down. Kuzan pops him with relative ease. And working back towards the Baron now will collapse onto Kuzan. Doesn't have flash, but he's still a really big Rise. Might be able to turn this one around. TP's going to come through. He gets locked up. Arrow will be able to finish him out, but Baron
sends Someday up there, and he's just obviously in no shape where he can deal with this Rise in a 1v1, especially with the Baron buff. So JinAir just takes the priority in the mid lane.
Just shove through. The arrow comes out from the Ashe. They find Shay. Fly jumps forward with that Proto Belt. Johnny taking a bunch of damage from that. Equalizer comes out, but it's not going to connect onto anybody, really. Shay looks like he might go down. Fly gets popped as well. Can't get into the Sanguine Pool. And now this could be the big turnaround from JinAir. Arrow trying to slow them out as best as he can with the volley, but has to retreat. There's no turret here to back under. The rest of KT will be able to retreat, but you trade a mid lane Vladimir for the Braum.
Score's Lamb's Respite was about a quarter second too late to actually save the Vladimir. It was so close, but couldn't quite get it, and that means that Vlad goes down. And playing against this composition that JinAir has, with the one KT has, requires that you nail those split-second timings.
Yeah, look at all of these minions. No really good wave clear to be able to push up from KT without getting locked down by Kuzan. They're just going to lose this inhibitor. Wink just gets grabbed, cleanses it off immediately with the QSS, though. So they will take that top and hip. And JinAir are just continually pushing back against KT, finding the small little advantage side of JinAir. Someday pushing up that top side. The fight is on the horizon at this point.
Yeah, they can't answer the Rise split push. They can't answer the double TP.
Oh
and Fly
my
gets
God.
blown up.
Fly just
Found
alone
alone.
with the nether grasp. Trace just making the pick happen. He goes down immediately, and they might just shove straight in. Elder Dragon be damned. They're going to go for the inhibitor in mid, maybe just the game.
I don't think they can take the game without the Malzahar ult, and because they're still suffering from pretty poor siege at the Thresh there.
Oh, Trey's going to get grabbed. That's going to be the equalizer coming down, but he jumps out of the way. The turret still falls. Someday taking a bunch of damage, has to pop the zonies in the front. Lamb's Spike comes down from Score. He is able to take that hook out. Score actually answers back, finds the kill onto Wing. Can KT keep pushing though? Looks like it's not going to happen. Score takes a big chunk of damage from Violet and has to back off and just try to hold on to this inhibitor that JinAir are still hungry for. Hook's going to go wide. Hachani not able to connect. And Arrow just trying to dissuade them as much as he can. But JinAir,
yeah, they can't take it. Someday's coming right back in. They pull out right as Someday shows up with the home guard. They know there's only about 10 seconds left. But you know, Trayson and Kuzan, there's not a tank there to block off.
Oh boy, Trey's gonna lock in onto Hachani. The arrow comes through. Hachani follows through with the hook, gets the flank, has that Guardian Angel to back him up, and Arrow is able to blow up the Malzahar. Kuzan now getting jumped on by Score. They find the kills. 3 members of JinAir GreenWings down. It's just Jay. There's an open inhibitor. The wave's not there. Super Creep's pushing in onto the Nexus Towers. Where did KT go? Looks like it's going to be up this mid.
And last time, when they played the Malzahar in game number 1, it was Trace finding the right target, finding that Shen without his GA up. This time, he targets a support with a GA, and that means that they're going to lose quite a bit right here, and you're right, Achilles may be the game.
It's 40 seconds. Wink does
Jay's
come
trying to
back
block
up.
off.
He has the collateral damage, uses that just to try to clear out. End of the line comes through, but look at this damage. The double Mountain Drake's doing work, and KT Rolster off the back of a play, a fight executed by JinAir, find the win, and they take them down 52 minutes in Game 3, and now KT Rolster is your #1 team in LCK.
Yeah, and that puts them at, what, 5 best of 3